You guys
Okay.
like podcasts?
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
Would it
boom,
be
boom, boom.
crazy if we were doing one? That would be wacky.
That'd be like, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
anyway,
It's been a bit.
yeah, it's been quite a while since we've done these, to be completely
Hel-
honest.
Hello, little gay people in my screen. How are you doing? We've left you for 2 months inside the scream. How you been doing?
Bruh. Okay,
I feel
so
bad.
what do you want to talk about first? Because we had like three, four topics written up for the next one.
Um, I really don't know. We
You
got
want
all
to
these
you
topics.
want me to literally go check?
Yes, go make like a notepad of the different subjects we can talk about. But until then, what have you guys missed? Well, um,
Pretty much
anything.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
I would say you've missed zero things. You've missed nothing. Uh, yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sitting here in a chair for the past 2 months while we do literally nothing. Uh, you the
Oh
real.
yeah, one of them was like a weird ass recalled toys from like the early like 1950s to 70s.
I have absolutely no idea what to interject for that. So you two just enjoy that topic while I drink some root beer.
Okay, apparently there was a toy that was literally just a fucking like it was like a chemistry set, but there was like a real ass fucking uranium in it, like straight up.
So, so let me get this right. There was a cracked out guy who went, "Okay, guys, I have a perfect idea." And question: how did they get the uranium into a child's toy?
It was literally wasn't it literally just like a chunk of uranium?
Yeah.
My God.
Like a little chunk. It reminds me like, did you see like a bunch of tasty cakes were like pulled because they just had iron in them?
Like straight up
This is
iron.
straight up iron.
How scrumptious, bro.
Scrumptious.
Hell nah, Jimmy played
Wait,
with the
how did
uranium
someone like
chemistry.
sit down one day and went like, "Hey yo, bro, what if we did like a yard game, but it's like you have like these darts, but they're actually straight up metal, and you throw them in the air and shit in your backyard." Like lawn darts is like the hood classic of like recalled toys, and this is pretty recent too. It's a fairly recent thing. I think like early 2000s or 90s. So a lot of people know about fucking lawn darts and shit. They're literally just
Lord.
giant ass metal spikes,
I
you
have a
know?
topic we can talk about that's diverging from this.
Mm.
How absolutely cracked out natural Earth is. Like, Earth
Okay.
in its natural
Alright.
state is so, like, intimidating but beautiful. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. This is the underbelly of a glacier. You're gonna have to edit these images in later.
Or put them in the description if I'm feeling extra lazy.
But like, look at this. Do you see that? If everybody, oh no,
Okay.
oh no,
May
okay,
have to
man,
nope out. That's fine.
man, it is an emergency.
The show must go on.
He's gonna be all right. So it's just us. Should we get Owen in now that we talk about
Do
this?
we drag him in? I don't think I think he would be too disoriented. Like literally last minute, it's like, hey, can you like speak and actually be funny? Like I don't. I think we would just kill him. Put him. I
And we
don't think we
can't.
want to put him on the
We
spot
have
like
to.
that.
We have to like DM and be like, "Do not be racist.
Do not get racist.
Do not get racist."
But I think I told you this before. I think this was like maybe a few weeks ago, but I think we talked about how like a tiger's roar actually can fucking straight up fucking paralyze you because of the frequency.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like, oh my, just thinking about that scares me. Like, okay, so if God created a creature, like, okay, in the early days of creation, all animals were like in harmony with each
Yeah,
other,
in the
right?
Bible, I think, or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
We're
Adam
getting
was
biblical
walking.
now. Let's go.
Okay, so here's Bible lore. Adam walked with legitimate lions. He had them as pets, or like there wasn't any hierarchy. They were equal in nature.
No. That
And
that
then
brings up the real question. If tigers fucking, does like everything in like a 30-mile radius get like shit themselves in fear because they can't fucking move? Think about it. Like,
it's just
imagine
like
being the middle of the jungle. Like, you have a tour guide, like some Brazilian dude, right? And it's like, okay, so the tigers are mating right now. So be very careful. If they have sex, you're not going to be able to move. Like,
we are going to have to move out of the vicinity of the tigers that are fucking in the middle of the field. You will
that needs to be
literally
a
die.
feature in the next Far Cry game.
It's like, oh my god. Can we talk about how insane Far Cry is? We're still on the nature thing.
Yeah.
Like, in Far Cry 2, I think, you could just pull out a bullet and be fine. Like, it's not arcadey. Far Cry is not arcadey. It's like Just Cause 3 in the sense that you can do whatever you want to do on your own pace. But, like, some of the things in Far Cry perplex the hell out of me. Like, just Far Cry in its natural state is so, like, incomprehensible. I can't describe Far Cry. It's like sitting down and playing through a Far Cry game must be like the most it must be like the most inhuman experiences ever. Like I feel that Far Cry speedrunners aren't actually human. They're like
People
an
who
AI.
speedrun any like story-driven game that's like a easily 13-hour game are like masochists. They feel nothing. There's no way.
Like, do you know Martin Pants?
No, I don't think so. I've heard of him.
He's this Australian YouTuber.
Is he the dude
And
with the frog profile picture?
yes,
Ah,
that
I
is Martin
see.
Pants. He sped ran the entirety of Just Cause 3 4 different times. And he streamed the whole thing. And he
He-
got the time down to like 12 hours.
Whoa.
And the thing is, you can tell in the video where he starts devolving into monkey. Because if anything happens, he goes like he like starts crow, like he starts like sounding like a crow at certain points.
His brain starts corroding and shit.
He starts like wiggling his ear and rust comes out.
Oh Jesus.
That topic died off real quick. It's hard for this podcast, right? For anyone who's listening, basically how we do it is we say we're doing it on this day. Okay. And then we all have to like scramble together a bunch of topics that we could talk about, and we have them all lined up, but we never make a list, so we just forget them. So I actually want to do this. If this gets any like consistent viewership, I'd like people to DM us on our Discord or whatever with ideas for the podcast that actually fit, and not just like, hey, talk about root beer or some shit. Like, give us actual ideas, because I don't think you realize we're cavemen.
Ice dwellers.
Ice dwellers, okay? We do this off the hook all the time. Well, not all the time. We haven't done it in 2 months.
Oh yeah, I just scrolled up in the group chat. We were also gonna talk about stupid ass gun injuries.
What?
Yeah, so
What
I
does that
figured
even
out
mean?
that for some reason exactly one at the minimum, never two, never three, exactly one at the minimum each time. One dude shoots his balls off with a gun every year, apparently.
Whoa.
There's
Is it
got
a
to be some
ritual?
weird club for it because it's way too
Is it a
specific.
ritual? Like, it's like, on December 12th, the bull taking will happen.
The bull
And they have to like find a virgin who's willing to do it. Like, I will give my bulge for the cause. It's like, oh, like, do they shoot it off with like a shotgun or like
I
a
don't
regular?
I don't fucking know. It's just a statistical anomaly that just happens. Like Or is it just like the same guy, but he's like cursed? He keeps having to pay bills to get his balls reattached.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, I will make you the richest man in all the land, but every generation your family members will get their balls shut off. Like imagine.
And it's like an unavoidable curse. Like it just like if they try to prevent it, like Oedipus, it just happens naturally.
Like you may not be their own cause. It might be like sheer luck. Like you're like walking down the street in Central Park. There's like a fucking sniper on like a fucking building, but he's trying to like kill someone, but they're like behind you. Like you're standing in front of someone who's like sitting on a bench behind you, and that's a target that the hitman needs to kill. But you walk past at the right time that he accidentally shoots you through your balls and then into the target's head. Like could you imagine? Like that like stupid random ass luck type
Like
thing.
you accidentally like trip over something and your balls perfectly align with the bullet and they get taken off.
Ugh.
And it's like, oh no! It's like fucking. Oh my god! Just gun injuries. That's a topic.
But like
I think.
guns just make people devolve into monkey. As soon as someone you know what's funny? Is this just a
I,
primal thing? But you know when you hold something that mildly feels like a gun in your hand, you just start holding it like a gun in your hand, like instinctively.
like there's this guy at school. He's like super skit. By the way, I don't think you got. Did we talk about the anomalies at my school? We're gonna talk about a character at my school. We won't name them. We'll come up with a different name. But anyways, there's this guy, and he has this hydro flask, and it's one of the long hydro flasks, but the like lip of the top of the lid, right, is
Uh,
a perfect circle, and it has like this little like pin in the middle of it, so it looks like a trigger guard. And so what I'll do is I'll sneak up behind him, take his hydro flask, and pretend to shoot him in the face.
what? Okay.
But the thing is, like, every time I do it, he flinches. And he just can't expect it. Like I'll just be like, bam, and he's like, ah!
Monkey brain C gun. Monkey brain activation.
Neuron activation, legitimately. I don't know.
Guns are pretty cool though. There's a lot of guns. Yeah.
Honestly, I would love if I would love to go to like a giant Royal Armories place, or like Jonathan Ferguson were to appear, and he like gives me all these different guns, like wacky guns to try out. There's this one gun I want to try out. It's like that 8-barreled shotgun.
Oh Jesus Christ! What?
It's like 4 barrels on each side, and like a. I just want to try it out to see if it's like viable as a weapon.
When you want to kill specifically a group of 4 people.
It's like a thing in Thor Ragnarok. It's like, oh, this folk, it's very effective for 3 vampires huddled. It's specifically only designed for that, nothing else.
Designed for that purpose. You know, like a lot of times you'll see those random ass images come up of like weird ass revolvers and muskets, like revolvers that like shoot like fucking 20 millimeter bullets and shit like that, and probably no human could use practically. I feel like it's a status thing. I feel like it's like a like some really rich dude will be like, yes, make my revolver the strongest revolver in the land, so all the men know I'm the most superior. Like I think it's just a status thing. Like if you have whoever has the coolest looking gun or musket is like the richest man ever. I feel like they don't actually use it. They just carry it with them because it looks cool.
It's like that reminds me. I'm gonna show this here. It's like the double-barreled musket. Look at this thing. You would have to reload each individual barrel before you could barely shoot someone. It reminds me of like the. It reminds me of like the copy pasta. With the
Four
musket
ruffians
for-
break into my house.
I want to do that. I want to have like a blunderbuss by the side of my bed that's loaded with like shrapnel and stuff, right? And I would And it like someone breaks into my house and I just take out a blunderbuss. All right, fellas, listen here. If I pull this trigger, both of you are going down. There is no possible outcome where you are coming out of this alive. Okay? Walk back out that door. Just walk out. Save yourself the hospital bills.
Nah,
and the
the
funeral.
real Chad move is keeping a spear gun for home defense.
You keep a shark harpoon for
No, imagine like you constantly sleep in like rags, like a fucking like cave, like a fucking early like caveman living in the fucking like ice age. So like whenever an intruder breaks into your house, they just see a fucking like caveman with a fishing spear running at them. Think they're in like a scene in Night at the Museum or some shit.
Dude, this is why I sleep naked, because I have this thing, right? If I am in a home defense situation with
Who gonna
my
fight you when?
mouse
Who gonna try to wrestle you down when you're naked? Who?
and I have this thing. I want a broadsword from the 1600s so that I can come out of my room butt ass naked with a broadsword and just stare down whoever's trying to break into my
They
house.
just see the silhouette of you in the fucking window.
And like the horse hanging between. They're like, like it would be so intimidating that they just lay down their guns like, okay, I'm not gonna kill you, okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna kill you.
It's like, you're fucking scary. Put the sword down. Dude, home defense. That's a thing. I have I daydream a lot. Okay. So like I wonder what my life is going to be like in the future when I have adult money to spend on things.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I feel like I'm gonna install like anthrax bombs in my house for home defense.
You
Like,
set up a
imagine.
saw trap for home defense.
Imagine 3 guys come into my house and they're about to rob me, and I just pull out a detonator like,
Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Jonathan. You were trapped in my living room. Under the couch is my banking information. Now, if you want my banking information, you're going to need to kill your friend. I've snuck the hatchet that's going to be used to tear apart the couch in order to get my banking information inside his ass. You are going to have to reach inside his ass in order to get my banking information.
Like something stupid like that. Like it would be like a one-time use thing. Because what if they just be like, fuck this, and they just fucking leave? They just leap through your
Dude.
window.
no, it's like they come into my living room. It's a perfectly set trap, and I have my wallet, credit card, like laid out. And they're like, "Oh, what is this?" Then, like the 2 entrances to my living room, 2 steel trap doors come down, and the windows like get like metal on top of them. And I just the TV comes on, and there's a webcam of like an elf on the shelf, and it's like, "Hello, Anthony," and it's like, "What is this?" It's like, "If you want to escape this trap." If you want to escape, it's like they knock you out, right? There's like a needle that pops out of the ceiling and like injects into your eyeball for instant, like you go down instantly. It's like they both go down. I'd like tie one up in like a electric chair, right?
For legal reasons,
like-
this is a joke.
This is a joke, by the way. And there's like bolts going into him, so it's like he's dead if I turn it on. It's like, "Hello, Anthony. If you'd like to escape with this friend, if you would like to continue his life, you must end yours." It's like, there is a 30-06, like BAR, that you must put your face in front of for 5 seconds. It will release him, but kill you in the process. He will get my banking information, my credit cards, and my dog. But you must kill yourself in order to escape this. And it's like, if you don't, you will die, because I will release an anthrax bomb out of the vents. that
Or
will
it's like
kill you
something
both."
like super specific. Is like,
Hello, Jonathan. You must do I'm a little teapot without doing any of the arm movements. If you can do this, I'll let you live and you can take $500 and leave. If you do any movement related to I'm a little teapot, you will die.
like it's something super specific. Like you just break. This is like, okay, what's the Pythagorean theorem, Jonathan?
I'd like burst out of the wall with a chainsaw. Like, tell me how to solve a balanced equation. And it's like, hello, Jonathan. Sorry, hello, Jonathan. In front of you is a piece of paper with a pen. The windows and doors are locked down. You have no chance of escaping. In 15 minutes, a bomb will detonate inside of this house that will kill you both. If you can solve this one quadratic equation on this piece of paper, you get to leave with $5,000 and a new gun.
Like,
I would do. I
if
would
you're
do
gonna
that.
be a criminal, at least make what you do be really fucking weird or interesting. There's a thing that
Make
apparently
your mark.
happened in
Make your
Canada
mark, bro.
where someone fucking stole a shit ton of cheese. Like a lot of cheese, like a lot. I joke about this a lot with Meh because I told Meh this. Let me actually look this up. There's some person just stole a shit ton of cheese, like for no reason. Let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah,
guys
someone
can hear-
stole like almost like $200,000 worth of cheese in Canada, apparently. How much cheese is that? Is that like one really
Okay.
expensive like cheese?
Let's assume it's Kraft slices. Average cost of Kraft Kraft cheese slices. Let's do the math.
I like how the
Okay.
official police paper
$4.
like $4.
So $4. So 200 divided by 4 equals 50. He would have to have stolen 50 packs of Kraft slices
Jesus Christ.
in order to steal $200 worth of cheese.
No, 200,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And the official police paper that was released in Ontario said, someone stole a large quantity of cheese. That is not a large quantity. That is enough to feed a small country.
That is 50,000 packs of Kraft American cheese.
Why? I feel like it's just for the... No, I feel like he didn't even wear a mask or anything. He just walked up to like the truck shipping cheese and stole the cheese. He's like, go ahead, call the police. No one's gonna believe you that I stole fucking cheese. Go ahead, do it. No one's gonna believe you. Just fucking look them dead in the eye. Go ahead, call the police. Who's gonna believe you that I stole so much fucking cheese?
Bruh. Just all I can say is bruh.
Yeah, that person is like has the ultimate business plan. Just steal something so specific and like minorly inconveniencing that people don't even bother to call the cops because no one would believe them because it's so fucking weird. Like that's like if I broke into your house but only like stole like one chair from your house. Like, are you really gonna call the police over one chair?
It's like I went into your house, right? I snuck into your house. I stole all of your Q-tips.
Who they gonna tell? How the
Who
fuck?
are you gonna tell? Some guy broke into my house. No, they will not believe
Yeah, like
you
they like
shitless.
the operator on their phone would be, "Sir, are you sure you didn't lose them or flush them down the toilet?" It's like, no, I have footage. He stole my fucking Q-tips, sir. Have you been on any drugs recently? Like, who gonna believe him? You stole fucking Q-tips.
Dude, I would do that just to see if I could get away with it.
Like, nah, that's like the ultimate business plan. You furnish your house by stealing the most mundane objects from people, but they don't report it because of how mundane it is.
It's like someone stole legitimately all of my ice. Why don't you just make more, lol?
Like, that's like if I managed to break into, like, I don't know, Jeff Bezos' house, but instead of, like, stealing a shit ton of money, I steal his, like, Brita filter.
Just the most minor inconvenience. He has to go to Walgreens to buy a new one and then come back.
Like, damn.
Dude, I just forget that billionaires are, like, kind of human in the sense that, they legitimately do mundane things. Like, have you ever seen a picture of Jeff Bezos buying a hot dog in New York?
That's hard to visualize.
That's what I mean. You like think he would pay someone like, go get me a hot dog. It's like you think he'd have everybody, but no, he buys it with his own money.
Like
and
what
it's
I'd
the
what
most-
I'd imagine is like Jeff Bezos is like sitting in the Mobius chair and he just wills a hot dog into existence.
Oh my god, dude, we're gonna talk about Batman soon enough, but like, I need the picture of Jeff Bezos. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, it must be like deleted or something. Like Jeff Bezos doing normal things.
That's gonna put you on a list, but not like a FBI list. Just like this person is just weird.
The Amazon. Who is this list? It's like, I think he does this for clout, but look at this. He like hands out Amazon packages at like hot dog stand. Let it load.
Ooh,
Let it
look
load.
how normal I am. Ooh, he's like a robot trying to convince
I
us.
think he's a lizard person that
Lizard
tries to perfectly
person. The lizard.
He's trying to replicate how humans talk. It's like when he gets home, the scales pop out of his skin, and he like lets his tongue hang down to his feet. It's like, dude, I think okay. We've established this. Elon Musk is an alien. Zuck is a robot, and Bezos is a lizard person. Like they're not human beings. Okay,
They're wacky.
I think when you reach a certain like wealth bracket, you lose whatever humanity.
You devolve. You return to monkey.
Or you evolve. Like you just turn into a different thing. I don't know.
Thing.
I'm just, dude. I don't think. I talked about this last episode. I don't think certain human beings are real. Like,
Okay.
if we live in the Matrix, which is a possibility, there's got to be people that are NPCs. Like, there can't. Some people just aren't real. You know what I mean? Like, you just look at them. It's like that shit ain't real. That shit ain't real.
You know what? That reminds me of something. You know, if you were rich, but you had an infinite amount of money, but you could only spend it on one specific thing indefinitely, what would it be then?
Honestly, I think it would be computer parts. And here's my reasoning. If you have money, you got to be able to spend it somehow. I would like, if I had infinite money, I could buy computer parts and start like a digital store business, right? Like, I could buy computer parts. Like, you got a thread? You got like 90 thread rippers? Yes, I did. It's like, I would buy the entirety of Amazon and like Digital Storm's stock of computer parts and make my own computer business. And then I would have money to spend on other things like food. But like, that's what I would do. Computer parts. That's my answer. It's a very boring answer, but yes, computer parts.
Computer parts. You know what I'd do?
Oh no.
Okay, with the parameters I've established, I have an infinite amount of money, but it can only be spent on like one specific thing. You know what it'd probably be? This sounds weird, but I feel like I would have it be on like just clothes in general. This
What?
sounds weird. But if like it would be so weird because you could just indefinitely buy an infinite amount of clothing for whatever reason. Also, what did you just post?
That's an actual thing you can buy.
Oh my god. Like, you wouldn't need to do laundry because you could just infinitely buy new clothes.
Oh my god. It
Also,
just doesn't.
also this game, is it real?
What game?
Is that real, that board game? I'm not even gonna address what you just sent in the group chat because
It's okay. I'm gonna look this up to see if it's real. All right, we're
Okay.
going new private window.
But speaking of board games have
Oh my
gotten really
God, it's
weird. Oh,
real.
wait, is it actually real?
It's $30. Okay, let me read how to play. Put an image of this up. How to
Sure.
play. Before you begin, pour liquid into the hole positioned between the two shafts. We advise water, but any safe to consume liquid can also be used. The object of the game is to pump the pieces as quickly as possible in order to be the first player to squirt their opponent in the face or
Oh my god! It's literally just a fucking. It's a
how,
game, but you try to give each other a facial. That's literally what it is.
how to spoon.
How to spoon. Board games have gotten weird. Like board games during the early 2000s, just like, oh, it's Battleship, but with a twist. Oh, it's a board game, but it's like a fantasy board game. But now it's just like weird shit. Modern board games are really fucking weird.
Dude, have you played Monopoly in the past year and a half?
You know how many monopolies there are now? There's so fucking many.
There's a TF2 Monopoly.
No way.
No, I'm not kidding. You can buy it. It's for real.
God.
There's a TF2 Monopoly you can buy. There's probably like a Fortnite one. Like, if you are a major brand, this is what bugs me. You will have a Monopoly made after you.
Now, immediately.
It's like the Monopoly guys are sitting on Reddit with the refresh button, and they're just constantly refreshing to say, "Oh, new brand, put up a new board game." Anyways,
Sir, I'm so tired. I don't want to design more Monopoly games now. He's got like a little golem like inside his desk that just makes Monopoly games. That's his entire life purpose.
I'm answering something. Hold on.
I'm looking through like weird ass fucking board games because board games got weird, like really weird.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
What is this? What the hell?
Oh, by the way, for anyone who's watching this in like November to December of 2021, y'all seen the new Spider-Man trailer?
We're not talking. We could save it for another episode. We should just save Marvel movies in general for another episode.
That should be a whole episode, at least 2 hours long. We gotta hype that up. By the way, how we doing on recording?
How long have we been recording for?
Oh no.
It's only been 30 minutes. It doesn't feel like it.
No.
Barista.
Dang.
Have you ever heard of the board game Mousetrap?
No. Whatever you're about to say. No.
Really fucking weird. I barely remember it. But it's like this fucking weird ass Rube Goldberg. It's like Candyland. But like every time you move or some shit, it activates some weird ass fucking saw trap Rube Goldberg machine type shit. I don't know how I describe the game because we'd be here all day, but it's so fucking weird. If people know what I'm talking about, they'll know.
I feel like if we get into that subject, we're not crawling out of it, and
Yeah.
we need something to put in the thumb. We need something to put in the title. Okay.
Oh, it depends. It depends. We've only been recording for 30 minutes. We'll never know what the title's gonna be. Who knows?
So we got fucking I don't know. We got weird board games, guns, and what was the one topic I really wanted to talk about?
You wanted to talk about Iron Man suits really bad, but I don't know.
No. We've exhausted that already.
All right, fair enough.
Oh my god. It's probably in like the cave or something. I don't know.
The
I don't know.
cave.
So the last one was swap monkeys and time machines.
Mm-hmm.
So
That also sounds like a weird board game.
Swamp monkeys and time machines. Yeah, that sounds like an animated movie from like. It sounds like an anime.
Yeah. But like
It's
the
like
Japanese version is like 8 paragraphs long.
can we talk about how some Japanese anime movies are named so goblin? Like
Explain.
I want to eat your pancreas.
What?
I am not kidding. That's an actual movie.
There's no way that's actually real, right?
I'm dead
That's
ass.
not
Look it
real.
up. Look it up. Look it
I
up.
don't want to look that up. Why
Do
would I?
it.
I'm not
Dude.
googling it.
Everyone listening, look that up right now.
Do not.
Do it now.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I want to eat your pancreas. Like some movies have like too long of a time. Movies. That's what we were gonna talk about. I'm an idiot.
We're actually stupid.
So movies. Here's a good thing to start on. Scripts versus the movie, right?
Oh Lord.
So in class, our school Chromebooks block literally everything. So we have
Because
to come
of
up with
course
our
they
own.
do.
We have a thing that we have to come up so that we get entertained, right? I decided to look up movie scripts online as PDFs. Those are not blocked. PDFs are not blocked regardless. So I've been reading like superhero movie scripts just to see what the differences are. I'm not kidding. The Dark Knight is word for word. There is like Chris Nolan wrote such a good script that no one changed it during production. Like there was nothing. And here's the thing, the Iron Man script, right? It's 180 minutes long, 180 pages. That's a minute per page. There are like 97 minutes that are cut from the script.
Good Lord.
There are so many pages that are just called omitted, 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 omitted. And here's the thing, Iron Man didn't have a script. This is what perplexes me. Legitimately, it didn't have a script. Like while they were filming, they were writing it. See, it was such rat goblin energy on set. I highly suggest anyone that's watching watch there was this 2009 documentary called I Am Iron Man, and it basically follows production of the first Iron Man movie. They were originally doing Crimson Dynamo, okay, which is an Iron Man villain no one knows about. He's a Russian Iron Man. That's all he is. And then they were like, so they were talking to Jeff Bridges, who was playing Obadiah Stane. They were like, all right, you want a suit, right? We can't do a suit, all right? Someone else is doing the suit. And they're like, okay. That guy got fired, and then they're like, hey, Jeff, you know how you wanted to wear a suit? Yeah, you got your suit, buddy. Like, they did not finish the script until 2 days before editing it.
Good God.
They were like, I'm not kidding. There's some scenes in the movie that make so much sense. All right, so you know when Tony gets angry when he sees the TV report about Gomira, right?
Yeah.
Originally, Pepper sees him and goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And then he says, "Get my house in Dubai ready." And it's like, what is he doing? And then you keep reading and such, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, he goes to Dubai, throws this big party, and he gets really drunk, or he pretends to get drunk, and he gets these 2 supermodels. He puts them in his bedroom, and he goes, "I'll be back, ladies." He rushes down to his car, opens the trunk, and takes the Iron Man suit out, and just leaves. And so he's like, he tells him beforehand, set off the fireworks. As the fireworks are going off, he flies behind them, so it looks normal. Like, Tony thinks about so much in the script, and there's a scene after he gets shot down, right? He's, like, in the Dubai house, and he's bleeding from the eyes, ears, and nose because he experienced such harsh G's that he, like, started bleeding. So that makes so much more sense. And in the final battle, right, he literally runs out of power when he does that unibeam, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is running off of his self. So what happens at the end, he starts moving the suit with his own muscles. Like the power just gives out, and he is dying. There's like 10 minutes in the movie where it doesn't show it, but that arc reactor is dead. He is dying, and he's just moving this suit around. I love the script for Iron Man so much better because the movie is like kind of dumb compared to it.
Like the
Like,
movie still works.
a movie's still insanely good, but like it could have been so much better. So I just scripts versus movies is an anomaly. Like the Deadpool script, right?
Oh
Originally, like see if I can find it. All right, Deadpool final shooting script. Here's the PDF. Studio binder. There we go. This is really boring to listen to, but full screen play.
Looking real hard.
Literally. Where it be? Where it go? What happened?
It's weird to think that the Deadpool movie was like it's been a few years now since the Deadpool movie,
Yeah,
which doesn't feel right in its own way.
I think it's like let's talk about another thing in scripts, right? We'll get back to Deadpool. Some words are just capitalized, and I looked this up. It's apparently for the second unit to like search through the script and like find out the nouns so that they can already get the object ready before it even shoots. So, like, if something needs to be emphasized, they just capitalize it. And when I was reading it for like casual reading, some words are just capitalized randomly. So he's like talking like, "Hold on to love tight, go it Bantu hard, get Gita back, or else the whole world will taste like Mama June after hot yoga." It's like the most disorienting thing to read ever.
Scary,
And,
menacing.
like, it's so it's like intimidating. It's like you're reading this script now. And,
You're
like,
drink. He grabs a water bottle and drinks it.
like here's a good one. Hannah Arden below it graffitied in red spray paint until now. It's like I don't know, man. It's weird.
How?
Yeah,
When did the
apparently-
Deadpool movie come out?
2016.
2016. It doesn't feel like that, does it?
Feels like 2018.
It honestly doesn't.
It feels like that movie just came out. There was no train. I don't remember the hype for Deadpool, but I remember everyone went to see it.
Like it's just like,
Like,
oh,
my-
movie, let me go see it. Lol.
My 6-year-old cousin went to see it with his grandma.
Oh no.
And I asked him, "How'd you like Deadpool?" And he just looked at me and went, "Boom." He didn't say anything else. Kids, when dude, I find sex scenes in movies just really, really like uncomfortable. Even when I'm watching them alone, I hate watching them. It's so uncomfortable. It's like if you ever go back and watch James Bond, right? It's like woman character goes through something. James puts a hand on her shoulder and then they just go at it. There is no warning. They just start. Like, ugh. I hate it.
Bruh.
I genuinely, a genuine hate. Just ugh. Ugh.
If I wanted
all-
to look at porn, I wouldn't be on Netflix.
Genuine. Like, ugh. Like, what's that? What was the one? Oh my god, that is a. Oh my god.
What?
Put this on screen.
Who's that dog? Who is that? Who is he?
Whose dog is this?
Who is that fella?
Somebody come get they dog.
Why he's standing like that?
Why do you look like that?
My mom does not like certain kinds of dogs. I think that's with a lot of people. My mom is like scared of dogs in a weird way. Like just because of how they look. It could be the most regular dog, but I was like, oh, the dog is so scary. Like, what? Like for
Dude,
no apparent reason.
all right, so my mom is on that same end of the spectrum. She works at PetSmart.
Mm.
So she goes to work, grooms dogs, right?
Yeah.
So when I asked her, it was like, would we ever get a third dog? And she's like, yeah, eventually. if
Eventually.
Rambo. And she looked at me, if Rambo dies, it's like, okay, that's depressing as hell. Um, so it's like, so I kept reading off breeds that I like. Hey, yo, what brand of dog you got? I was reading off breeds of dogs I like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every dog breed I said was just, no, I hate that one. Those are assholes. I hate them all. It's like I could not say any breed without her saying some kind of distasteful sentence towards them. Like the one that I was like the most surprised by, it's like, okay, you know those little cockapoos, right? With like the really cute eyes. Like, no, they're awful. They have breeding problems. I would kill one if we got it. It's like,
Your
oh
mom
my
is like in the astral plane. She can analyze all dogs at once to like a molecular level.
I am not kidding. She does that. Like, I've watched her work. She'll like have the dog on the table and she goes through this Sherlock Holmes like examination of them.
I hate
And so
this
she'll
dog.
like
This dog sucks.
she will grab them by their collar, like hang them. I am not kidding. She does this. She'll grab them by the like neck area and lift them up if they're small enough. And so she'll Omni-Man just swoop this thing up and look at it.
Just inspect the dog.
She does this inspect animation with the dog. Like, she turns
Inspect
it over.
animation. Like you see it through her eyes. She's like fucking reloading the dog.
It's like the detective vision in the Batman Arkham games. It like explodes the dog on the inside.
Your mom has detective vision on dogs specifically.
And so like she'll like look at the dog, set it down, and go, "All right." Every time she'll go, "All right." Like, okay, I'm ready for what? It's like she'll like say, "Okay," and start grooming. And so like when they get to the back, and when they get to the back, like the sanitary area, she takes the clippers, puts them on full blast, and does 2 passes. And the dog's like, like imagine getting your butt shaved by a high-powered razor instantly. Like,
Your mom is like a machine or something. She's
I'm
like
not kidding.
she's like
She
analyzing the life forms. She doesn't even see them as dogs anymore.
I'm not kidding. She doesn't call them by their name. She just calls them by breed. It's like a Nazi officer talking about numbers. I'm not kidding. She reads them like that. All right, we have a terrier. We have a fucking golden doodle. She gets angry when an owner brings a certain dog in. She'll like make a noise like
The dog racist. The dog
Seriously,
Nazi.
she hates certain breeds of dogs. And so like it's her one that she hates the most are Pomeranians.
That's very specific.
She says it like a slur.
Yeah,
And
damn
so she'll look at-
Pomeranians.
I'll be like, "Oh, how was work today, Mom?" She's like, "We had a Pomeranian."
We
It's
had
like-
a fucking
like-
Palmer.
Fucking Pom. Like Pom. She says it really violent. Pom. Like, what is wrong with you? And so like, and so she'll show me a picture of it. She takes pictures of all the dogs. And so she'll like swipe through. It's like, oh yeah, this one and this one. And if there's a cute dog that comes in, she'll get really melty, like, oh baby. Like she is bipolar when it comes to dogs. Like
Like a
certain
newborn
like
child.
Pomeranians, Pom, and then like a cute little terrier will come in. It's like, oh my god. It's like, what mental state are you in?
Bipolar, but only around dogs.
Exactly. Like, oh. It's just, my mom is just genuinely one of the most interesting people I have ever met. And I'll send her like a cute gif of a dog or something, and she'll analyze it as well. Like, oh, that haircut sucks on that dog. I'm like, Mom, just look at the cute dog, and she's like, oh yeah, that dog's cute. It's like, do you just see a dog and explode it in your mind? Like you just see its different
Like
organs.
raise your hand, Dr. Manhattan, remove all the atoms in the dog.
She probably could like be a really good surgeon for animals. It's time.
How long
I
have you
think
been
it's
recording?
so long.
Almost 50, just exactly 50 minutes on the dot.
I got it. That's perfect. All right, I gotta go.
Alright.
It's been a good one. Thank you for
Did
listening.
we say anything stupid before we go?
Subscribe, like, block at Crowned Art on Twitter.